French ship, the 32-gun frigate Hermione, is expected to set sail later today from Western to the United States. The Hermione is a full-scale replica of the 18th century warship that carried the Marquis de Lafayette back to General George Washington and the American Revolution in 1780. Mark Phillips has more on how this all came to be.
It's a replica of what may be one of the most important and the most forgotten ships in U.S. naval history, and in a way, it's coming home. The original sailing frigate Hermione left port in France in 1780, carrying the best friend the American Revolution ever had to Boston. The Marquis de Lafayette was a French aristocrat and sympathizer with the upstart colonies who served in George Washington's army and who secured vital French support for what was then a flagging revolutionary cause. Hermione's trip 235 years ago brought Lafayette back to the colonies with news that the French were sending men and ships to help fight the British. Now the replica Hermione is making the same trip. As recreations of history go, the new Hermione, as her sea trial showed, is a spectacular example. Over 200 feet long, with 16,000 square feet of sail, she's been built using the same materials and a lot of the same methods as the original. It took money from both sides of the Atlantic to fund the project, not to mention 17 years and the wood from 3,000 oak trees to build her. And back in the age of sail, it took 250 people to handle a ship like this. The modern version gets by with just 80, most of them volunteers, and most French, although there are a few Americans, including Woody Weist.
One of the things about a ship like this is that it's you get people from all around the world coming and sailing, and when you put people side by side on board a ship, they're puking together, they're cleaning the toilets together, they're really bonding, and yeah, it makes a very close and open relationship between people, and it lasts forever.
There'll be plenty of opportunity for bonding on the trip to the U.S., which is expected to last about 4 weeks. Hermione will visit port cities from Virginia to Maine beginning in June, and she'll draw a crowd. The original Hermione was known as Freedom's Frigate. Without the ship, without Lafayette and the help that he brought to the American Revolution, history could have been very different. The modern Hermione is a new teaching aid that'll be hard to miss. For CBS This Morning Saturday, I'm Mark Phillips near Rochefort, France.
That is one stunning ship. It is really beautiful.
The detail on it also, but you know, he said it's going to be up and down the East Coast. It'll be in New York.
And
we should go see it when it does that.
Look forward to visiting in June.
Field trip.